banging it and just like hitting it. I'm like, dude, the fire doesn't have like health points.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Idiots Podcast, the only podcast where you hear two idiots ramble about completely nothing for about an hour and 9 minutes straight. So, highs and lows for this week, Peter. Let's hear them.
Okay. A high was homecoming was yesterday. That was a lot more fun than I actually thought it was going to be. Yeah, it was a good time. Yeah, that was the first dance that I actually stayed like the entire time. Well, okay, not the entire time. It was all right. I'd say it was better than past dances. Yeah, like
That's good.
prom was all right. Homecoming last year was utter garbage. And then I wasn't there for Sadie's because I had a swim meet that
I was
morning.
At Sadie's. I was at your Sadie's.
You were?
Yeah, with Carly and everyone.
Oh.
Do you not remember this? I'm sure we've told you.
No, I remember now.
It was like Brandon, me, Brenna, and then Carly? I think that was it.
Yeah, probably.
Oh,
And then
Grayson.
you were Grayson.
Forgot about him.
So how'd you get tickets for all that?
We all just paid. Okay, Brenna got hers through Brielle, and so she just had to find. I got Carly's extra ticket. And
Extra.
or like her ticket for like a guest or whatever it's called. And then she got guest pass for the other two.
So, like, okay, I thought about this. So, say you came to my homecoming. Now that you're doing online or whatever, if I gave you a guest pass, who would you have fill it out?
I'd probably just say I'm homeschooled.
And just
That's
like,
what I've done for every dance, even when I wasn't homeschooled.
Really?
Yeah. Just because I didn't want to have to go through the process of telling my school I was going to a different dance.
Yeah.
Because you weren't allowed to. That was our school rules.
Really?
Yep.
For
You weren't allowed to go to other... Because there was no dancing at our proms. It was literally just a banquet.
That's so dumb.
It was like a wedding, but without the dancing.
Huh.
I never went just because I thought it was stupid.
Right. That's kind of silly. Yeah, so I was like an hour, I came like at 8, started at 7, and yeah, that was like the first time I've stayed until like the very end. Like, I came like an hour late, but I was there, so 8 plus, yeah, I was there for like 2.5 hours. That was fun. It ended at like 10:30. So yeah, that was really fun.
I think that's early for a dance.
See, I thought it was too. Our dances used to end at like 11-ish.
I thought it was 11, like the earliest. Usually sometimes they go till like midnight.
Yeah. Yeah, they used to be 11. And then I think it was just because people weren't having rides on time because of how late it was. So they just had it end earlier.
Did parents pick people up?
Well, yeah, but...
Oh, it's not prom. I was like, shouldn't they all be driving?
Oh, yeah. No, because like you have freshmen and
Yeah, that's true.
sophomores and whatever. So yeah, I think that's what it was. I'm pretty sure because I don't know what else it would be, but yeah. So homecoming was fun. Like the dance itself was fun, and so I went to this little like get together after or whatever.
It's the party.
No, it definitely wasn't that. And so went there, and it's like raining or whatever, and we're still outside for some reason. I don't know why. So we were trying to have a fire, and we had this fire, but it was like small because it was raining, and this dude. See, I don't know if I want to name names, but. This dude, whoever's there, if you're listening, then you'll know who I'm talking about.
Wait, what's wrong with... I heard...
See, I'm not sure.
Is there anything wrong with naming names in this?
All right, this homie Owen. This this dude Owen, like people say he's really smart. Like he has a 4.0 or he's
Because I mean, like, if he
close.
hears this anyway, it's gonna.
Yeah.
You know
okay.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, if he hears this podcast anyway and you don't say his name, he's gonna know it's him.
Right. All right. So
And everybody else that saw your Snapchat story will also know because you showed me that video.
Right. Okay, so Owen. So Owen's like really smart in school, but like you throw him like on the street or whatever, and he's like an absolute idiot. Okay? Probably half of that is because he's friends with like some rednecks or whatever. But so yeah, he's really smart at school. But he's just like he's so dumb, and that's not really an insult, it's more of an observation. So we have like the small fire or whatever going, and we're trying to make it bigger. Okay, so obviously at least to any pyromaniacs good sense of whatever is good, like lighter fluid, gasoline. One time oh my goodness, one time I put engine oil on a fire because I thought it was gasoline.
No.
And oil's, in case you didn't know, oil is like a really slow burner, and it makes a ton of smoke.
Yeah.
And so I put engine oil on this fire that I was trying to make bigger, and it just like black smoke, and it was in the backyard. So like if you're like on the street looking at my house, this was at my house. And so if you're in the street looking at my house, it literally looked like the house was on fire.
Who is home for this?
Was
it
not
just
sure.
you?
It might have. See, I've thought about it before, and I was trying to figure out who was home for this, but like I'm really not sure. It might have been my mom, and my mom was just like chilling upstairs or whatever.
She just sees black smoke coming from her window.
Yeah, I have no idea.
When was this?
This was like a long time ago.
Like how long?
I don't know, maybe middle school or something.
Okay.
I definitely wasn't in high school.
I was gonna say
It was probably middle school. Yeah, I'd say like middle school.
early middle school or like late middle school.
Probably early.
It's like 6th or 7th grade.
Maybe it was 6th. Cause like at Flushing, middle school is like 7th and 8th, and that's it.
What?
Yeah. So somewhere in between, it was like 6th or 7th grade, one of the two. And so I put engine oil on this fire, and just a ton of black smoke, and there was like a lot of black smoke for a long time because of how much I put on it, and it's a slow burner. So like our neighbors were calling my dad trying to figure out what the heck was going on. And
I feel
then,
like Nate was really disappointed in you in this scenario.
well, he didn't. It's not like he called my mom like right away, like, oh my gosh, what's going on? At least I don't think so, because it's not like my mom came outside to stop me from like whatever the heck I was doing. So I really have no idea. But yeah, just a ton of black smoke, like just a ton of stuff going on. And okay, so at this get together or whatever, this kid, Owen, grabs gasoline, and my friend Riley brought his girl, Julia.
His girl.
Well, I don't know if they're dating, but it was like his date. So his date to homecoming brought her there too.
Wait, does she not go to Flushing?
No, she does.
Oh, okay.
And she comes, and Julia's like, Riley, is he safe? Like, is he like okay doing this? And Riley's like, oh yeah, he's good. Like,
Did he know this was gonna go south?
no, he didn't. He like all of us.
Well, you all thought this was a good idea.
All of us were just like, yeah, Owen, whatever, do it. But like in like the back of my head, I'm like, this is a horrible idea. But we were all just like, whatever. And so we're all just like letting him do this. And I don't think my mom or dad knows that this happened last night. So yeah, Mom, this happened. And so he like. My dad taught me how to put lighter fluid and gasoline on fires, just like short little bursts, and then you like pull the container away so that the fire doesn't follow into the container.
And this kid didn't do that,
And this kid didn't do that. He poured and just kept on pouring, and the first time it followed in a little bit, but it didn't get into the container. And so he was like, oh, that was close. Oh, I mean, he wasn't like, oh, shoot, that was close. Let me be safer about it. He was like, oh, shoot, that was close. Let me just keep being less safe about it. Yeah, he was like, let me do it again. And like,
Let's see if something
more
else will happen
stupid.
this time.
Yeah, exactly. And so he just like the second time he pours more and just keeps it there, and it comes in more. And then the third time was when it went wrong. He just like poured a ton and just like kept it there, and then it followed into the container. He panicked.
Oh my
And like
gosh.
whips around, and gasoline comes out of the container, so it's like fire just like coming out of the container, just like spraying. And then he drops it, and this fire just like whoosh. And so there's like the small fire, and then there's this big fire in the grass with like some type of bush right next to it. I was like, dude, if this fire like spreads to this bush, this is gonna be out of control. But the gasoline just like soaked into the ground, so we were like pouring water on it or whatever, and it just wouldn't go out because the gasoline was like in the ground. It wasn't just like sitting on the surface. It was like in the ground.
Was there no wood? Or were you just having a fire on the grass?
No, there was wood. Like originally, it was like it was like a proper fire. But like right next to it, it was just like burning wet grass, and it was just so crazy to me because like the grass was already wet. There's already water there. It was just the gasoline, and so we're trying to put it out, just like waving stuff at it and like stomping it out, but the
Waving stuff at it is not going to help.
I know, that's what I was thinking.
You're
I was
providing more oxygen to the fire.
yeah, but like you can like blow stuff out and like it'll like drown or what. Anyway, so this kid like is trying to stop.
It's not a candle.
Yeah, it was just so dumb. So Owen tries to like stomp it out or whatever, but the gasoline is like in the ground. Like I've said that so many times, but the gas is like a puddle. So he stomps on it. Gasoline sprays up into his jeans and into his shoes. So he's just like walking around. Well, he was like stomping, and his shoe catches on fire because like the puddle just like sprayed onto it.
What kind of shoes was he wearing? Like nice shoes or like just ratty
maybe
ones?
Ultra Boost? I'm not sure.
Oh, that sucks.
Probably not. I have no idea. I can't remember. But this gasoline just like sprays up onto his shoes and onto his pants, and he's just like on fire. And during the situation, like everybody who came over came from out of the house to the fire just to see like how dumb the situation is. So like everybody's watching, you know. And so now he's on fire. He just like kicks his leg around, and it's not doing anything because it's like the gas is just so strong. And so he's just chilling on fire now, and then it goes out. And then he grabs, what did he grab the first time?
This kid sounds like an
idiot. Yeah.
He's so dumb. We should have him on the podcast.
I know. So he grabbed, what did he grab? He grabbed like a hammer or something. And I'm like, dude, hitting it with a hammer is not going to do anything at all whatsoever.
He's trying to fix the problem he caused.
Oh, okay, but like, that's only in video games where that works. So he grabs a hammer, he's just like banging it and just like hitting it. I'm like, dude, the fire doesn't have like health points. Like you can't kill fire like that. And so then that's not working. So he grabs a shovel, like a flat, just like a flat shovel or whatever. He's
Like a
just like
spade?
banging it. What?
Was it like a small shovel or like a big one?
It's pretty good size. Like, probably the size of the MacBook, probably.
The width or like the length of the shovel? I'm talking about like how long was it?
Oh, it was like the width and then like probably that long. And then like the handle.
No, I'm saying how long was the handle?
Like longer than that probably. I don't know, whatever, that doesn't really matter.
I was just curious.
Okay. And so he's just like banging it, and then the gasoline like splashes, so it's really spreading. There's no hope in getting it out by doing that. So it just like splashes, spreading more, and it splashes onto his face, and now he has gasoline on his face that's burning him. And it's not like a huge like massive fire on his face, but it's just like hot grease just like hitting his face. And I'm like, dude, like what?
Did he get massive burns?
Not massive burns, but like it hurt, I'm sure. And so then he's just like banging it or whatever, and then at this point now his mom brings out like water, And yeah, and then it started to go out and be more controlled. But then, like, right after that, we were done with the fire. So it was like, what was the point in that whole situation?
After the fire, did you just leave?
After the fire, we went outside because then it started to, like, really rain. So we went inside, and then we started, like, this, like, scary movie called, what is it, Bye Bye Man?
Yeah, I think that's.
It's like
called. I've never seen it.
If you think about the name Bye Bye Man or say the name Bye Bye Man, then he starts to come after you or whatever.
Was it any good?
It was alright. It wasn't like, I don't think it was anything special, but it wasn't like bad or anything.
Did you get scared at all from it? Like,
no,
was there any good jump scares or not really?
No, because we didn't get that far into the movie because I had to leave at like 12:45, I think. So it's not like we got really into the movie at all. It was just like, it was really like the start of the conflicts and everything. So it wasn't like we really got to, well, at least me, it's not like I got to see like a ton of the movie or anything. But yeah, so that was.
The movie looks really good, Joker.
See, okay, we were talking about it like a few days ago or maybe yesterday, and it seemed good. And then I saw on like some news source that people wanted it to be banned.
You see, it's like, what movie was it? It's like the Star Wars movies, the new ones, and then, what was it, Endgame? There was a lot of people that hated Endgame, and there was it was either people hated Endgame or people loved it.
Right.
And that's how this movie is.
But like, why banning? Like, people hated Endgame just because of like the plot or whatever. But like this, I guess they have like real issues with it.
Wow, I haven't seen it, but I was talking to, I don't remember. I think it was Enosh or whatever. He was saying like, even if it wasn't the Joker, it'd still be like a good movie.
Okay.
Because it's very like psychological. Mm-hmm. Kind of like have you ever seen Split? How it has to do with
No, I haven't.
You've never seen Split?
No, I haven't. I'm always telling myself, I'm like,
McAvoy did such a good performance in that movie. It's so good.
Yeah, I hear that it's really good all the time, and it's been out for a few years now. But
it's not really scary. Some people are like, "Oh my gosh, it's so scary." No, it's not.
Yeah,
people thought it was a horror movie when it came out. I mean, there was one part that wasn't
okay, but there's
scary,
like scary movies, and then there's like horror movies.
Yeah, I'd say it's more of a like thriller, I guess.
Okay,
but it's not even. Yeah, I don't know. It's pretty good.
Right. Okay, so I was just on the internet or whatever, and then this news source is saying that like a ton of people want it to be banned, and I don't see.
Was there a reason they said it was gonna be? Yeah,
that's pretty solid actually.
That's pretty good.
All right, so anyway,
was there a reason they wanted it to be banned?
I didn't read about it.
You just
no, I just saw it and I was like, interesting, and I was like on to the next one, which I really wish I read about it now, but whatever. What are you gonna do about it? So,
yeah, I'm gonna go see it Saturday. So on Sunday, gonna go see the Joker on a date.
No way.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
With who?
This girl from Mott. We've been talking for a couple weeks.
The stripper?
If you want it to be.
Oh my gosh! Wait, who is it?
Her name's Elise.
Going to the movie and then is that it or?
What do you mean?
Like, are you guys hanging out after?
I mean, probably.
So are you paying for her ticket?
Yeah, because she lives all the way in Clarkston.
Holy smokes! And
so
she's going to Mott?
Yeah, because her mom's the dean, so she got Mott clout.
Dang.
I know. But yeah, she's driving, so I thought it'd be a good idea. I was like, all right, so if you drive, I'll pay for the ticket. I mean, either way, I was probably gonna pay for the tickets.
Right? Yeah. I was thinking the same thing. I was like, You said tickets.
Well, whatever. Same thing. I don't know what we're gonna do after. My mom gave me crap because she was like, she's like, aren't you gonna take her out to dinner or whatever? And I was like, I don't know. We both just agreed to go see Joker. Like,
right.
I mean, and it feels very casual because like we have on Tuesdays and Thursdays we have all the same classes together. There was just like we have English and math, and that's when we started like hanging out like in between classes to do homework. So it's like chemistry.
Okay.
But
Does that bless you or what?
it was a cough.
All right.
So cough you.
All right.
Yeah.
Anyway.
And so I mean, it just feels casual. Like doesn't like I don't know. You know what I mean?
That's probably a good thing.
It doesn't feel like you don't. It doesn't feel like I have the pressure of a first date.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
We've been
good.
hanging out for a while, so
Okay.
it's like
That's a good thing.
Yeah.
I feel like. But yeah, so
and then on Sunday, I'm all yours.
okay, so yeah, homecoming was a high. A low, gosh dang, I had to take the freaking SAT that same day in the morning. That was so dumb. That was so dumb. Gosh. It's just so frustrating. The SAT is just so dumb. Had to wake up early for it. And it's just such a waste of time. It was so dumb. Yeah. And it was like $60. I mean, my parents paid it because they're the ones who wanted me to retake it. But like my score wasn't even that bad. I'm already getting like money, like enough money from the school, like all of that. I'm already getting it. Go Tigers. Like I'm already getting a good amount of money from that. So like what's the point? Like
Yeah.
And oh my gosh, I was sitting in on this algebra class because it was like an early release day and like our hours are like flipped. We go like first, second, third, fifth, I think, and I don't have a fifth hour. So I went to my old algebra teacher's classroom just because we're homies and she's chill. And I just sat in on that class and I like actually listened and paid attention a little bit. And I was like, dude, holy smokes, I can't remember how to do any of this. Like, it looks familiar and everything, but like, I was just sitting there and I was like, dude, I can't do that. Like, if you put one of those problems in front of me right now to save my life, okay? Like, say if I do it correctly, I live, and if I do it incorrectly, I die.
I feel like you'd be
die.
the person to just be like, just end me, and then put your forehead to the gun.
Bro, I would actually die. Like I wouldn't be able to do it. And so that was just kind of sucky. So that math portion of the SAT did not go well at all whatsoever. Neither did the reading because I was kind of falling asleep. So there was like a second math portion, and there were some problems that all you had to do were like really basic steps and whatnot. So I actually knew how to do those because they were just so easy. I was like, dude, I have to do these now. But yeah, there was just so much. I was like, dude, I was way smarter in April. Like now, it was like almost
your senior year is just kind of a downfall.
Oh, no kidding. Unless you're taking like actual smart person classes
Like
with
me.
Yeah, exactly. Like unless you're actually taking classes that will benefit you, unlike me. Well, okay, I'm taking classes that benefit me, but it's not like the stereotypical like normal classes that would help you on like the SAT, if that makes any sense. Like I'm taking a financial class, not like pre-calc. You know what I mean? And then so just that was so bad. Like I was way smarter in April. So like almost all of April, May, June, July, August, September, that's 6 months. Like at least in April we were like prepping for it or whatever. Now I was just going straight into it like naked. And it just like it was,
I already told you this, but there's only one of two ways this could go. You either do awful, like horrendously bad.
dude, actually though,
Or
if my score is increased, that is a miracle. Like straight up. I will freak out if it's better.
I will laugh so hard, I hope you know.
Yeah. So will I.
No, either outcome I'm gonna laugh as hard as possible.
Yeah, because if it goes down, it's gonna go down.
It's not gonna be like the same score. It's gonna be drastically good or
Yeah.
well, I mean, I think any points is drastically good, but it is either gonna increase or be awful, like horrendously bad.
Yeah, it's gonna be it's gonna be god awful. But
You think God's awful?
no, it's just it. I never thought about that saying like that. Huh.
It just opened your eyes to a new world.
Interesting.
How does that make you feel?
I don't know. But anyway, so like after the SAT or whatever, the proctor, or I don't even know her name. She was like, so if you guys want to cancel your guys' score for some odd reason, come up and talk to me.
What's the point of canceling your score after taking
That's what we all were thinking.
like an all-day test?
Yeah, that's what all of us were thinking. And I was like, do I want to do that? Or would I get in trouble with my parents if I did that? Like, you know what I mean? Like, it was already so bad, but whatever. My score will be entertaining whether it's way worse or if it increases even just by like a point. So yeah, that's why I didn't cancel it. But yeah, so SAT was a low. That was so dumb. And
Did you know that if you take you get a perfect score in the SAT, they make you take it again?
Is that really a thing?
Yeah. And if you get it's like so many points under, then you get to keep your perfect score.
That's horrible. Like, I understand where they're coming from because, like, you can probably cheat it. Just like any other test, you can cheat it. But, like, if someone gets a perfect score, just, like, leave it. Like, who really cares? This is the SAT. I think they just care about standardized tests way too much. But, I don't know. That's just me. But,
I'm really
whatever.
good.
Yeah, SAT is like, what, $60? Isn't
like
it?
that, yeah.
It's like 50 to 60. That's such a waste of... I thought about this on the way home. So, like, all of these...
It's like gambling if you think about it.
Oh, it totally
Wait,
is.
think about it. It's definitely gambling. Your parents tell you not to gamble. Hypocrites.
Yeah.
It's gambling. You're either gonna do good and win some money, or you're gonna do horrendously bad and lose those $50.
Mm-hmm.
So parents, if you're listening to this, just give your kids the $50. That's all they want.
Like, have you ever thought about... This is what I thought about. I actually went to Qdoba with like, one of the coaches I worked with this
Today?
past summer. What?
Today?
No, after the SAT.
Oh, okay.
And so I was thinking about this, and I was like, dude, how, like, whatever organization owns, like, the whole SAT process or whatever, like, College Board, maybe it's College Board, I don't know. But, like, you ever think about how much money they earn per year just from, like, retakes alone? Like, you have all of these just sad kids who did super bad on the first SAT.
School's just like a pyramid scheme.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's the right term, but I'm sure it is.
Something like that, I feel like. But you just have, like, all these sad kids who had a super crappy score the first time, and then you have, like, all the smart kids who are perfectionists who want to get that perfect score, like, super, super bad.
Yeah.
And both of them combined, like, I don't even want to know how many retakes there are every year. So, like, you just multiply that by, like, 60 or something like that, and that's like how much money they earn from that. Like, that is so much money, bro. At least that's what I'm guessing. But that's just like...
I can't imagine being the person that came up with that. Like, hey, let's make kids go through a living hell.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, oh, that's just sickening. Like, if I could have just, like, half that amount of money, I would be so happy with my life. Like, that'd be insane.
You'd probably be set for life.
But
Cornwall, the sooner you finish your album.
seriously, finish your album already.
I was
so we can
telling
have
Lucas
you.
about it, and he actually loves that idea to do it as soon as the album comes out.
Oh, yeah, it's good advertisement.
I told him, I was like, it's good for you guys. He's like, oh, that's awesome. But their song, Killer Bee, oh, dude, their show is so good.
Yeah, talk about the show.
Their show was so good. Like, I honestly felt so proud. I felt like my child I feel like my children came together, made their own baby, and that baby grew up and became better, like a better version of itself.
Interesting. Are you from Kentucky? Okay, anyway.
From Alabama. So leave me alone. So they played all of their own songs this time. No covers.
Right. Because, like, in the other shows, they played, like, one or two covers.
They kind of had to because, I mean, they had enough songs to play of their own, but they hadn't, like, perfected them like they wanted to.
Right.
But they wrote some new songs just recently, and they played them for this show. They were so good. The newer ones were Tray Flip. I totally think I said that wrong. No, I did not. There's no way I said that wrong.
Like, Tray?
Tray Flip. It's like, okay, it's about skateboarding.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's got to be like a trick.
Yeah, that's what it's about. And that one's pretty good, actually. I enjoyed that one. But the last song is a banger. It's so good.
Okay, so that's probably the one that I saw on, like, probably your Instagram story then. Because I thought that was good. I only heard, like...
It's hard to hear the guitar parts. It was harder to hear it. I don't know what the video sounded like. But all of them together, like, Matthew's playing his part for me, like, today. And, like, all of them together make it so good. It's one of those songs where they all have to play together.
Okay.
But it's like a so good. Like, I don't even know how to explain the song. It started off on a great note, like, from the get-go. It just, like, was really good, and then it went into this part where it got, like, slower, and the way he sang it, too, was not like him, like, screaming at the top of his lungs.
Okay.
They're like, I don't want to say he talked. He kind of...
It was just more controlled.
Yeah, you know how, what's his name? What's the guy from, Frick. What's the band that we wanted to go see?
Wallows.
Yeah, Wallows. I was about to say Weezer. Wow. Wallows. My mind is everywhere right now. It kind of reminded me of, like, the way some of the Wallows sing.
Okay.
It's like some of their songs, like, it's almost like not singing. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
It was like that. It was good.
Okay.
And there was a part where they stopped.
Also, Wallows is, like, probably our favorite, like, band.
They're really good.
I love the Wallows.
There was another band before them called Lovers, LVRS.
Wait, L what?
LVRS.
Okay.
They're pretty good. I'll give them that. They were really good. And, like, on Amazon, I don't know how Apple and everything else works. On Amazon, there's, like, a bar of, like what, like, the rating of the song is by professionals. And if you look at almost all the songs have, like, just from, like, people who, like say you like you'll like a band that's not very well known.
Right.
They'll usually have, like, a 0 or, like, maybe 1 or 2 bars.
Okay.
They have, like, high ratings from the professionals.
So what pros are rating these songs?
Huh? I don't know. Couldn't tell you. But, like, they only have, like, 700, almost 800 followers on Instagram, so they're not super well known. And so, like, it's people working at Amazon Music that are rating this.
Right.
They were pretty good. I was shocked. They're having a show, and I actually wanted to go to it. I thought, like, that's how much I appreciated their music.
Okay.
Like, it was kind of
gotta support
very
the local talent.
It was pretty chill.
Okay.
So
that's pretty solid. There's like the chill music, and then there's, like, I don't even know. The only way that I can kind of describe it is, like, the vibe, like the vibing music. I don't like that. I'm more of, like, see, I don't.
You're, like,
it's
more of
hard
a Wallows kind of rock person, like.
Yeah, but, like, they're chill rock songs, sort of. But, like, there's just, like, vibe music that's just, like, dude, this is, like, weird.
Like what Carly listens to.
Probably. Yeah.
Like, have you heard the music she listens to?
Not really, but I feel like I know what you're talking about, and I feel like she probably would listen to that. I'm not, no roasting or anything.
No, I like that kind of music.
I don't know.
I'm just surprised you don't like it.
See, like, there's very few of those, there's a very small amount of those songs that, like, I can be like, okay, this is pretty solid.
Do you like Billie Eilish?
A little bit. I dig Ocean Eyes, but that's basically it.
See, I would consider that vibey.
That's more like emotional, you know? Okay, I don't think we have the same definition of like vibe music.
I'll play you something. You tell me if it's vibey. I'll skip it a little.
So what are you saying this is?
Okay, this is not vibey. For some reason, I was thinking I would consider this like, but you know what I'm saying, kind of like. It's
Yeah.
more of a Wallows type thing, like a softer. Just wait.
This is more like chill, sort of.
Is this something you would listen to? Do you think?
Maybe, sometimes.
This song has full rating, full bars.
Really?
That's how good they are. They're pretty. I mean, I think they're decent.
Yeah,
Would you be able to appreciate this at least?
probably. Yeah.
All right. And then here's
I appreciate all music and like any type of art. Like, yo, balls out to you just for being comfortable enough to like put it out there. You know what I mean?
Would you consider this okay? I would consider this a. I'm trying to find what you're considering vibey and what you're considering emotional. I would consider this emotional.
Yeah.
Okay,
What is
okay.
this one? What is this one?
The Night We Met.
Yeah.
That's on what's it called?
13 Reasons.
Yeah. It's a good. Lord Huron is the man. He's a dad.
I don't even know. Is that the artist?
Yeah.
Okay, so like I only like remember. I barely remember song names. I can remember like the song itself, but artist names and song names miss me with that. I can't do it. I don't know why. But like the Wallows, I just listened to enough of their songs where I was like, okay, so this is the Wallows. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just like I liked enough of their songs for me to
Recognize who it is.
Yeah. And what's so interesting is like I dig that type of music, like sort of rock, and like I dig Cornwall's music and stuff. But then like, dude, I freaking love the Big Booty Mix, and it's like total opposite. You know what I mean?
Are you usually big into EMD?
Eastern Michigan District?
EDM? Wow. Do you remember when I accidentally did that at NYC where I was doing the chant. I was like, "Give me an E for EMD," and I accidentally said, "Give me a D." Give me an M.
Yeah.
So what does that spell? And someone went, "Electric dance music."
Yeah, I've done that before actually too, and it was so embarrassing. It was actually with Lily. It was like one of our first dates or whatever. We're just like chilling, and I was like, "So what music do you listen to?" And she was like, I like this music," and then played like some electronic EDM, and I was like, "Oh," like she didn't say the acronym. She just like played the music, and I was like, "Oh, so you like EMD?" And then I thought about it. And I was like, "Frick, you're an idiot." And I didn't say anything because it just kind of like flew over. But I was like, dude. And I'm sure that's happened like other times, but that's like the only time I can remember. But I'm sure that that's happened so many times with people like in our district just because it's like the same letters. So, dude, it has to have happened before.
And it's not that it's only has the same letters. It's like the first.
All it does is it's the same,
and
then it switches the last two. Yeah. Whoa. Yeah. So, it's just like when that happens, just like, dude, that feels bad.
I've got some bands that I've been kind of I don't know what you would call it. I'm trying to think. I don't know.
The gears are turning.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of what to call it. I don't know. There's somewhere in that rock mix, but I don't know what to consider them. One band's called Tora, and I think they're in Australia.
Are they Jewish?
I don't know. Why would they be Jewish?
It's the first 5 books of the Old Testament.
I've never heard of it. I'm also not Jewish, so.
Okay, well, that was a solid Bible joke. Noah, if you're listening to this, I think you laughed. So, what's good? So anyway, Torah.
And there's another band called Peach Pit.
Do they have a song called Peach Pit?
Yep.
Okay, then yeah. Yeah.
That's a good song.
Yeah. I think
I'd consider them more vibey. So for some of their songs. Some of their songs is more vibey. Some of them are like chill rock.
right. I can't remember. I think I told Lily I liked that song just because I kind of had to. What was so annoying is, like, I love the Big Booty Mix. It's, like, almost the only thing that I listen to. But, like, when we were in the car, I couldn't play it because she didn't like it at all whatsoever. But I had to listen to her bullcrap, like, over-vibe music. Like, it was just, like, way too much. I was like, bro, like, what is this? You know what I mean? It was just, like I can chill and listen to like vibe music or whatever.
But if it's all the time.
But no, it wasn't that it was all the time. It was just like
That's all?
It was like beyond what I could handle. It was like, dude, holy smokes, like what in the world? It was just too much. And like it was so annoying cuz it was just the fact that like I couldn't play the Big Booty Mix like ever. Also,
wait, if she likes EDM, why does she not like the...
No, that was like a long time ago. That was like her music taste like changed every single week.
Oh.
So, yeah. Yeah. So, anyway.
You said also.
Right. If you follow my personal Instagram, then you might have seen this on my story. I'm so hype about this, dude. I don't think we've talked about it
You
yet.
should make an actual Instagram post. Like, not just like on your story, but just to show how much of a fan you are. Like, take a screenshot of their post and then post it on your Instagram.
I'm not wasting a post on that, but I'll be straight up. There's like a lot of stuff that I would post, but it's just like, I don't know. Do I really want to like invest a whole entire post just to this? You know what I mean? Like I post like a good, I don't even know, maybe.
Is it too late to post my stuff for the corner wall? I got some cool pictures of them.
Yeah, so my dad, when I got my debit card, he was like, okay, so little financial lesson. And I was like, okay. And he's like a banker or whatever, so he's just like, I don't know. When our family needs help, it's like, oh my God.
That was my first one all podcast.
Holy cow. That was good.
Like, that had some girth.
That was good. Dude, that's crazy. All right, but anyway. So, this financial lesson. Right when I got my debit card, he was like, all right, Peter, now that you have your debit card, I know that you're going to have this temptation to buy stuff online really frequently. I was like, dog, are you trying to shoot shots at me right now? Like, what are you trying to say?
Don't you buy stuff online all the time? Like, all the time, but...
There was, like, I don't know when. It was sometime in the very late summer / beginning of...
Spring?
The school year.
Very late summer. Oh.
Yeah, so, like, August going into September.
This year or last year?
This year. Where
yeah.
I was just like buying stuff like crazy.
I know. You would text us like all the time and be like, "Oh, this just came in."
But it wasn't like it was just stupid stuff.
It was
at least in my opinion.
Yeah.
It was like stuff that I either needed or it was like a not stupid want. You know what I mean?
Are you starting to go for like a certain look now? Like, are you starting to dress up a little bit more?
Not really. I will never be that type of person.
Like me?
Yeah, that's just like...
That's not your...
That's just like way too much time and energy just to wear for no reason. Like, if there's no reason to look good, I'm probably just wearing like khaki shorts and my Birks and just like a...
T-shirt?
Just random T-shirt that I find. But like... I know how to dress nice. It's not like I don't know how to do it. Like I mean, like
this looks dope.
See, yeah. See, like this looks dope, but it's not like I'm dressing up. You know what I mean?
No, but I'm saying it's like a style.
Yeah.
Like I'm saying, like, are you like adopting this style now?
What do you mean?
Like I know you've always kind of sort of had the style, but you never roll your jeans.
That's just because they're too long.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't know. With the long sleeve under this, it just you look very.
I did that
You look
When did
very
I do
good.
that? I did that like a month ago. I was like in my joggers, and I wanted to wear this, but it was really cold in my room because my room's in the basement. And I was like, shoot, dude, how do I? Because this is an extra large, so it's like really big and like comfy. And so I was like, dude, I really want to wear this, but it's like short sleeve. And I was like, what can I do about this? So then I just threw on like this long sleeve.
No, it
shirt
looks good
under
like
it.
that.
I think it looks freaking dope. I feel like I look like Bill. Oh, what's his name?
Clinton?
Bill, the Patriots head coach. Bill Belichick. What is it?
I couldn't tell you. I don't know sports.
Bill. Oh wait, Patriot.
Couldn't score a touchdown if I could or wanted to.
You would probably hit a home run at a football game.
Wouldn't that mean I'm good?
Head coach. No, it's a joke.
Bill Bellick.
Wait, Bill Belichick. He
Belichick.
wears
He's wearing a suit in that picture.
gray.
There's no way he has a girlfriend.
Wait, shoot.
Actually, he probably does with all his money.
Dog, this.
67 years old. Never mind, he's not that old.
See, look. That's what I thought of. Oh shoot, yeah.
Like
this
he
right
cuts
here.
the sleeves. And
Yeah.
Then,
Well, yeah, I guess. See, like it has like the short sleeve hoodie. Puts a long sleeve under it. That's what I thought of. That's not the inspiration, but that's what I thought of. Oh shoot, that's what I thought of when I looked at myself. I was like, dang, I could coach the Patriots right now. Yeah, whatever. So bottom line, I know how to look good. It's just I don't really do it most of the time because
it just comes naturally, Peter.
I wouldn't say that. Most of the time, I do look like a scrub, and I know that. But it's just like if there's no purpose, and like why do it? I'm being energy efficient here.
Oh, it's so loud. Who did you say in your family drinks louder than you?
Luke,
Dude, listen to
at
this.
least he used to. I don't know if he does anymore.
Shout out to Luke. I said, "Well, hey, what's up, Bubba?" And I did the hand clap thing. He goes, "No, come here," and he gave me like the most like. I don't know, the most hug ever. That's not a thing, but it was just a very like aw hug. I was like, "Oh, Luke, did you miss me?" And he didn't even say anything. He just nodded his head into my shoulder.
Aw,
It was really sweet.
Bubba has feelings.
I know him and I talked for a while.
Oh, shoot.
He asked when he could be on the podcast. I said, talk to Peter about
When
that one.
he can. Okay, people ask me at school when they can be on the podcast. I'm like, hold up, we gotta think here.
What do you bring to the table?
Exactly, that's what I said. So how does that benefit us at all whatsoever? Like, if you don't benefit us, then it's low-key almost like a waste of having you on there. Like, that sounds really bad, and by no means are we big or anything, but, like, you almost have to think about it like a business. You know what I mean? Like, if... It's hard to explain.
Well, I mean, the thing for me is, like, yeah, it'd be fun to have, like, our friends on the podcast or whatever.
Like, that'd be dope.
Like, yeah, it's going to be fun having Brenna on the podcast, but there's a reason for
Yeah,
it.
exactly.
We're not just having her on the
Yeah.
podcast to have her on the podcast.
She can contribute.
Yeah. And, yeah, I would love to have, like, our friends on the podcast, but it's like Noah was on the podcast because, like, I'm not trying to flame people out there, but Noah's funny.
Yeah.
Like, Noah's just randomly funny.
Right.
So, like, he brought something to the table to make our conversations more interesting. He brought stories to the table. I'm fine. I can talk. I promise.
Well,
I made that joke.
I know. That's why I was like, whoa. But yeah, anyway, I don't know. We could start like a shout out or whatever. Like every episode, like shout out to whoever. Almost like David, sort of. When someone.
He doesn't do that anymore.
Oh, for real?
Now you at least appreciate his videos.
Sort of. Like.
You think some of them are funny?
Yeah, so I'm more. Okay, so David's style is nothing like
What you watch.
Yeah, exactly. Like Casey Neistat, okay? Like, I don't...
Two completely different vloggers.
Exactly, yeah. So, I don't consider David's videos vlogs. I see them as episodes, because, he uploads, like, once a week, right?
Once to 2 times a week, yeah.
Okay, and all of that footage is over that span of time, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's why I see it as an episode, because... Like, when I think of vlog, I'm thinking, like, it's 1 to, like, 2 days of footage. And whereas, like, an episode, when I'm watching, like, perfect example. Good Luck Charlie. Okay, amazing show. So
Phenomenal show.
yeah. So those episodes are over multiple days telling the story of how those days went. Whereas like when I think of vlog, it's just like a 1 day video thing. Unless like you're talking specifically like a mega vlog or whatever, where it's like
Like what I did.
yeah. But even I'd say a mega vlog is 1 to 3 days, and then everything more than that, that's an episode.
That vlog was fun to edit.
Oh yeah, it's fun to look back, and then like when you're editing like the videos and stuff, you see things happen that you didn't even know happened or whatever, or like you just see it differently now that you're watching it back. It's just
Did you see the video, the PewDiePie's wedding video I sent you? Mm-hmm. What did you think of that?
I thought it was pretty good.
I thought it was freaking amazing.
But PewDiePie himself is just such a
he's a weird character.
He's just a cringy guy. It's funny, but it's like, dude.
No, but they've been
stop.
dating for a long time. Since
I don't know anything
beginning
about
of
them.
YouTube days.
That's crazy.
But beginning of his YouTube career, and they've been dating since then.
Right.
But that video is so cool. I just like the beginning part, like all the drone shots they did, and the transitions were amazing. How it went from black and white to color.
Right. Yeah.
And then there was some other, like how they had the speeches like in between some of the stuff.
Yeah.
And I don't know, it was just so well thought out, because when PewDiePie was doing his speech about Marzia, like giving his speech or whatever.
What's her name?
I think it's Marzia. Yeah, it's Marzia. She's Italian.
Okay.
He's Swedish. But when he was giving
Interesting.
his speech, it was showing like shots of her like getting ready.
Oh,
stuff.
yeah, I remember.
So
that.
it's just, I don't know, it was so well thought out. And then it made this awesome transition of it going into that, like the whole sweet moment into them like having the dance party
Right.
and stuff like that. And the way it ended was amazing, because it went right back to the shot of where it started.
Okay. Right. Yeah. Okay. It's hard to remember because that was a while ago, but yeah, I remember it being like a solid video. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so scary to like. I've never done it before, but just like the concept of like filming a wedding for someone, that's like,
I want to do it for my sister.
that's so scary. Cause like,
I just want the experience of doing it.
right. See, like there was like an offer to do Ashley's, which Ashley's is in like 6 days, but they asked me if I wanted to do it. I was like, dude, like I
You
don't.
told them no?
Yeah, because one, I wouldn't be able to do a good enough job because like I can't do slow mo. Like my camera shoots 30 frames per second. I can't do slow mo with that. Number two, that's just scary, bro. Plus, I'm in the wedding. That's like the main.
You are?
Yeah.
What are you?
Groomsmen or whatever.
Are all your brothers groomsmen?
Yeah, it's kind of whack in my opinion, cause like we barely know this guy. Like they were dating for 6 months, and he was like barely around. So like I know Ben, but it's not like
You know.
I don't think I should, or I don't think we all should be like groomsmen. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like groomsmen are supposed to be like your homies. You know what I mean? Like your best friends. But like I don't understand how Ben would be able to consider us like best friends. But he puts family like first. So that's probably
Does he have
why
any brothers?
I see. I don't know.
You don't know?
No, I have no idea.
Dang.
Yeah, that like just
Like in Lauren's wedding, I was one of the groomsmen in Travis's, my brother-in-law's. But it didn't feel weird because him and I were pretty close. Like they
Yeah.
dated for like 5 years.
yeah.
So
wow.
So like to me, like that's a different scenario than what you're having to do. Like
yeah.
we got to know him, like we knew him really well. Like I would go, like now I wouldn't be surprised, like it wouldn't be weird like now if I went to like their apartment and it was just me and him.
Yeah.
Like I've like went and like watched like Deadpool or like movies with him.
Uh-huh.
Like so
Right.
it wouldn't be weird at all.
Uh-huh.
And it wasn't. Dude, that bachelor party was the most manly day I've ever had in my life.
What do you mean?
Okay, so listen to this. They're all like not all of them. There was quite a few of them that were like big like workout people. Like
all the groomsmen.
Yeah, he was a big workout guy, and yeah, well he still is. He's big. His arms are huge, and his friend from the gym was there too. And then there was a couple of his buddies that went, but they weren't like really big like into working out or whatever. But I went. We worked out in the morning, and then
Oh, that's kind of dope.
after that for lunch, he literally went out and like we all were just kind of chilling by the pool, and he was cooking burgers, like straight up just cooking burgers, and
That's cool.
just made everyone burgers, and then wow, I said burgers a lot in just that little bit. That just threw me off really bad. I don't
Okay.
even know why.
Anyway,
And we ate those. Then we went shooting, like sport shooting, like clay pigeons.
right. Also, I have to miss a swim meet for this wedding, bro.
Is
The
it a big
first
swim meet?
No,
Oh.
it's just like just to swim. But like, oh, I was so excited to do it, and I came home. I was like, "Yo, mom, I have this meet like the 12th, whatever the date is next week," and I was like, "Yo, I have this swim meet. I'm so excited." She's like, "Peter, you're kidding, right?" I was like, "What do you mean?" She's like, "Peter, are you being serious?" And I'm like, "No, I mean, wait." I was like, "Yeah, I'm being serious." She's like, "That's Ashley's wedding." I'm like, "Oh, frick." But whatever.
My dad and I wanted to go to a Manchester United and Liverpool game.
Was that like the U.S. tour?
Mm-hmm. And it was in Michigan, but it was the same day as my brother's wedding. It sucked real bad. We were literally looking at like planning out and like, well, maybe we could.
Right, you were just like already like.
No, we were like
You were
down.
invested in it,
We were
yeah.
like, well, maybe we could go for a little bit of time and then go as fast as possible to the wedding. But then I was like, but Dad, I have to be there early, and he's like, well, maybe I could go, and I was like, he literally said that, and I was
Selfish. I'm just
Well, I mean,
kidding, Mark.
Liverpool's his team though.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
He's a big Liverpool guy. He has this really cool crew neck, and he even has a Liverpool blanket.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he's invested.
Okay, but anyway, you guys went shooting.
Yeah, we went like shooting like clay pigeons. That was a lot of fun. But like just shooting guns after just eating a burger.
Uh-huh.
And then we went back to get changed, and we all got like not super dressed up, but like put on like collared shirts and
So like
nice jeans.
business casual or
Yeah,
Okay.
I would say more of a business casual, and went out and had steaks at Black Rock.
Oh.
Dude, it was
Wait, is that where
Brandon used to work, yeah.
what about Action? Where is
He works at Black Stones.
That's so confusing.
I know, when I heard about that, I was like, okay. Black Stones isn't near as good as Black Rock. Black Rock just has amazing... Their steaks are so good because you make them on that little skillet
Oh,
yourself.
okay.
You cook them yourself.
Okay.
It's really good.
I think Noah was supposed to take Kelly there one time, but they didn't end up going. I don't know why.
Maybe they broke up.
Well, no. This was like when they were dating.
Was that a bad joke to make?
I don't know. I have no idea. But yeah, they were supposed to go, but they didn't end up going. I don't know why.
Maybe the boys will go there sometime.
Maybe, but it's expensive.
We'll go there for one of our bachelor parties.
That's been a long time. Probably.
I'm not hoping it is.
Yeah, if that's anytime soon.
I'd hope so.
Oh, that's in like 2 to 3 years, hopefully. Maybe 4.
Dude, that feels weird.
I know, dude.
Thinking that we'd get married in like 5
We
years.
graduate in May, bro.
Wait.
We graduate in
No,
that
but yeah,
still
you're
blows
totally
my
right.
mind.
We would get married in like
Blows
4 to
my
5
mind.
years.
Like at least like traditionally, if we
Yeah.
if we were to get married like around like the normal time, that blows my mind, dude. Better start
Holy
having fun
cow.
now. But oh my goodness, dude, it's crazy to think about. Like we're freaking seniors. It really like I'll say it and like it sounds like I understand that we are seniors, but like it still hasn't like hit.
No,
it'll
hasn't.
probably hit me like when I'm walking across the stage.
No, same. The only time it wasn't really hit. It was more of like a, like a nudge.
Right.
It nudged me when I came to youth group,
and like Brenna and
Nobody was there, and I was
Yeah.
like, dang, where are the oldest kids now?
yeah,
I don't know, it just feels weird.
it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy.
And college tours, man, that's weird.
Those are fun though.
Those are fun.
But you could do that junior year though.
I don't know, it's just different though when you're a senior.
Yeah,
Like,
I know what you're talking about. Because like you have
Now
to
it
like
matters.
really think about it. Like junior year, I was just there having a blast. Like it was just like so fun. But like now, it's like you got to crack down and like start to think.
Yeah.
And that's hard for me.
And then after we had steaks, we
Oh, we're back to the story.
yeah.
Okay.
Dude, I love. Okay, another side note here.
Side note to the side note, I've only had steak like 2 times.
Really?
Yeah.
Kidding.
And I don't know why. But yeah.
Disappointed.
Yeah. I don't know why. It's
Next time my family ever has steak, you're coming over.
all right. Sweet.
I can't. Wow. Do you just not like it, or you just don't eat it?
Well, I don't know. It's just like when I go to restaurants, I'm very scared to. I'm not scared, but it's just like I'd rather go with something that I've had before and I know I enjoy it, so that if I get something I don't like it, it's not like I just went there for no reason. You know what I mean? Like that's why I don't get anything different at Qdoba. I get the same thing every single time, because if I get something new and I don't like it, it's like, shoot, I just wasted a visit to Qdoba and I could have just gotten the same burrito that I get every time and it would have been so amazing.
You're the type. I feel like you're the type of person that likes being comfortable where they're at.
Oh, frick yeah, dude.
Do you think college is going to be a big change for you, or do you not know yet?
Not anymore. Like,
Now that you know and you feel comfortable about knowing.
yeah, like I'm super Caitlin, actually, we talked about this like last week or something. Like before, like freshman to junior year, dude, I hated talking about college so much. Like it literally got me upset. Like I'd get really pissed off when I thought about it. And I really don't even know why. It was just like the fear of the unknown. But like now that I know where I'm going, and like I have somewhat of a purpose going there, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Then like I feel good about it. But like, yeah, it's gonna be a big change because like we're 5 hours away from not everybody, but because like we're all going. That's gonna be freaking dope. But like we're like 5 hours away from family, so I guess that's everybody. But you know whatever. But yeah, that's gonna be a big change. But like just the thought of going to college, it's more like. It's more exciting than like pisses me off, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
Like I feel like I'm way more ready than I was like even just like 6 months ago. Cause like oh my word, 6 months ago I was like I have Calvin, Hope, Albion, like a lot of colleges who actually emailed me back, thank God. But I was like, all of these people are contenders, and I put all of that like super low on the list of like where I wanted to go. But and like I don't know why. I really don't know why I put it so low on the list. I have no idea. But now it's like the only one on the list.
Just because it was basic.
Yes, it was so basic. That's one of the reasons. Yeah, it was like it just everybody goes there. It pisses me off.
My only problem with all of it is it. It feels too much like high school when I'm there.
Yeah,
Like, not that I
it's
know
kind of just
everybody.
like really structured.
Not that I know everybody. One, it's structured. Two, I feel like everybody's super freaking petty.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It
Maybe
reminds
it's
me
just
of
like,
Powers. That's what it reminds me of. I was talking to Noah about this, and I was like, dude, when I go to...
Oh, it's so funny.
I know, because it's just like all the rich white kids, and that's it.
Oh, it's so funny.
Not saying like everybody who goes there is rich, but like Powers is just a ton of like rich white kids. And I was talking to Noah, I was like, dude, like when I go to Olivet, I literally feel like I'm looking at a ton of Powers students, just because like you see Vineyard Vines everywhere, just like all the rich kid brands, all the rich kid clothes, and I'm like, dude, this is literally Powers, and I hate it so much. And I just hate Powers with an absolute. I mean, there's some people who go to Powers who I'm homies with, but Like, but like going there, and Noah was just like, I told him about it. He was like, Peter, that's kind of true, but like you're wrong at the same time. And then like a week later, he really like pondered it, and he was like, dude, you're so right. It's like it's so literally funny. Powers. Now that I'm like actually seeing it, I'm like, that's what I thought.
That's so funny.
So yeah, that's one of the reasons why I didn't want to go, just because I don't want to go somewhere that you got it, dog.
All right. After Steaks.
Oh my gosh, we talked about so much. Oh my gosh.
Okay, I have another side note after this. Actually, after this, I'll go into something that will wrap the rest of this up, okay? That'll wrap up the rest of the podcast.
This is crazy.
And it has something to do with that. We literally just went back and played video.
Oh, yeah.
No, we played ping pong for a while, and then we played video games, and then watched a movie.
Okay.
And then everyone was drinking beer except for me.
Child of God.
Anyway, someone came up. Actually, multiple people have come up to me today and yesterday when I was at my friend Adam's house. What are you going to talk about on the podcast this week? I literally straight up said, I couldn't tell you.
People ask me that all the time, too.
No, it's like, I literally don't know. What's funny is the first ever podcast. Do you remember this? I had an outline and like almost not a script, but like an outline of what to
just
talk
like
about.
An idea.
Yeah. And I was like, all right, Peter, what do you got? And then you looked at me, grinned, and started like laughing, and you're like, nothing. And you're like, I was hoping you were going to start it and I could just like pick you back off of you. And I was like, so you just want me to carry the conversation? And you're like, kinda. Do you remember that?
Yeah. That's like every episode.
And then I kind of looked at you and I was like, oh, do you have any stories ready? And you're like, nah, I'm just hoping that something comes to me when we start. And I was just like, I was like, all right.
It works out perfectly.
No, the funny thing is, we talked about school once.
And like that whole school
and it was like
idea.
10. It was like for 10 minutes. And our first idea ever was like, oh, we'll talk about stories about school and dumb things we've done. And we just never did that. I think we did it in a different episode, but the one with Noah, I think we did that.
Right.
But we just never did it that episode because we just like trailed off so far. And then the next episode, I was just like, all right, I'm not even going to try. Like, this is going to work out fine. And then we recorded with Noah. He was having anxiety over it. Do you remember that? He was freaking out. He was like, what are we going to talk about?
Because all the podcasts that he listens to are, like, very professional.
Yeah.
They're very to the point. They have a topic, and they stick to the topic. And I had him listen to, like, the first one that we did, and he was like, well, I think that if you guys actually wrote an outline and like did it and really stayed on topic, you guys would be so much better. And I'm like, okay, you're thinking of like the podcast that you listen to. Yeah. Like we are a whole different species, bro. And and then I told him that. He's like, you know what? You're right. I don't know why I expected that out of you two.
You should not expect that out of us.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
it's so funny.
And and then after the podcast, I was like, Noah, just follow us. And I was like, Noah, you started. He's like, I'm gonna start. And I was like, yeah. He's like, all right, I'll start. And then he did the Good Morning Vietnam thing.
Good Morning Vietnam.
I've never seen that movie with Robin Williams.
I haven't either.
I gotta watch it. Anyway, and then afterwards, he was like, that was fun. That worked out better than I thought.
Yeah. I don't know why I do that. It's just like, yeah. Like that happens in class. Or no, wait. Not in class. I don't talk much in class. That's the end of the episode.
Be more energetic at the end.
Oh, shoot. You're right. Okay. That's the end of the episode. Thanks for watching. Follow us on social media. All of our links will be in the description. Tweet at us, DM us for new topics that you want to hear so that you will think the episodes are better than they actually are. So, that's the end of the episode. See you next week.
Bye.
On the next week for the next episode. Oh my word.
You had one job. You had one job.
I can't do it.